Two big developments on a legal front in the Nolan Wells case today. The first involves his mother, Christine Wells Wansley, filing to get social media information from all of Nolan's accounts. This is from Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Life360, Snapchat, and TikTok. She has subpoenaed all of those companies to hold all data related to Nolan's accounts. Also, she wants all the information for anyone who's ever communicated with Nolan on those platforms. She wants all of that material saved to make sure that those companies don't erase it from their, from their servers. And clearly, she is hoping that that information is going to be relevant at some point if there is a lawsuit she files, and also it could potentially help law enforcement if they find that there is foul play and there is more of an investigation to go here. Because, as you know, all those companies, yes, they save all this information from their people who use their platforms, but at some point, and it's different for every company, those things get erased after a certain amount of time. By serving this subpoena to them, she makes sure that it will be saved if it's needed in the future. So that could be very relevant in the near future. The other development has to do with one of Nolan's friends, a guy named Bart Edmiston. Bart Edmiston Jr. Was the subject of a lot of online rumors where people were saying that, that Bart might have been jealous of Nolan because the girl that all the friends have said Nolan was hanging out with on Horn Island on July 4th, Katie McCormack, there were people saying that Bart used to be in a relationship with Katie McCormack, and they pointed to an old Facebook photo saying, there it is, that's how you know Bart was jealous of Nolan, and they're insinuating that he had something to do with Nolan's death. Well, Bart has lawyered up, and his lawyer issued a statement saying, one, that photo of Bart and a girl is not Katie McCormack, and also he flatly denies having anything to do with Nolan Wells' death. And also, Bart wanted to make it clear that he has participated in the investigation. He went to police, said he sat with investigators, gave them his phone, allowed them to go through the phone, get whatever information they needed, and he told them everything that he saw happen on July 4th. Here's how Bart is connected to Nolan's friends. So you know that Nolan went out to Horn Island with a group of friends on their boat. And then that boat left the island, according to witnesses and according to GPS data, left the island at 4:30. Nolan, we're told by his friend Warren, Nolan did not get on that boat. But you know that that's the boat that had trouble. Their pump wasn't working, they were taking on water, and they were afraid they were going to sink. They made the call to the towing company, but ultimately the tow company did not come out because Bart Edmiston came by in his boat, saw his friends, and actually gave them a tow and allowed the water to get off their boat, and then they continued back to the mainland. So Bart says he not only spoke to investigators, but gave them the names of 20 people. He believes there were 20 people between his boat and the other boat with Nolan's friends who all saw this happen, that saw him give them a tow, and he's given all those names to investigators. So he wants to make it clear he had nothing to do with Nolan's death, and he is doing everything he can to help the investigation.